CSG-7410ES. Now this has got a pile of commercial features that you're absolutely going to love. It's got a 73.5 two-stroke engine which is producing a ton of power, and look, one of the best warranties in the industry, and also one of the best air filtration systems. We're going to have a great look at that right now, so why don't we delve in a little bit closer. Exactly how does this 4-stage air filtration system actually work? Well look, I hope I can do it justice, but here it goes. So on the side here, the dust and debris actually enters in through the centrifugal system, which then spins and exits any dust and debris before it heads into the cyclonic air filter. It's got 2 stages. It's got the paper system at the top with a fine mesh at the bottom. That actually does a 3rd level of filtration before the air passes through into the carburetor. And look, all of those things combined ensure that your engine stays nice and clean and you get optimum performance of your engine with ultimate power. So being a water-fed concrete cutter, it's going to do obviously fantastic things from the environment when you're working on site. And you can see up here, we've got the brass control valve for the water feed. So this combined with the 4-stage air filter is going to offer you maximum protection from dust and debris, even when you're working really hard at full tilt. So before we actually fire this bad boy up and rip into the slab here that we're going to be cutting through, I thought I'd just mention the ES start and the decompression valve, which is going to combine to provide significantly easier starting, which is always good first thing in the morning on a cold winter's day, but also the ergonomics. You know, I've got the microphone in my hand here, so I'm not really holding it right just yet, but you'll see once we actually get fired up, this is going to sit really well in the hand and it's super well balanced. So why don't we fire her up? We'll get some fuel in and we'll start ripping in. So obviously with any kind of power tool like this, got to make sure we throw on the PPE. So even though we've got the water fed system here, which should take care of most of the dust, I'm still going to throw on the mask and the ear muffs, but I reckon it's pretty much ready to go. So the CSG-7410ES is actually packing class-leading torque, and that pretty much comes down to the fact that it's got a 2.6 to 1 drive ratio. So what that means is, at the end of the day, when you're using the product, when you're cutting through thick concrete slabs or really hard concrete or blocks, you're going to have plenty of power. The saw won't run bogged down into the mix. It'll just power through nice and clean, and that all comes down to that class-leading torque. Guys and girls, there you have it. We've just put the Echo through probably a good hour worth of cutting. Look, beast, plenty of power. The ES start system was really cool too. We've probably done maybe a good sort of 10 meters or so worth of cutting into the slab. The slab was a little bit thicker in some spots than others, but a couple of stats that I'll share with you is it has a 700 ml fuel tank.